Hello everyone, I am Grand Royson, welcome to new video. Today I am going to explain the King vs Queen of Curses. Jujutsu Kaisen finally returned after a very long break with an incredible chapter, and fans were thoroughly excited to see some of their favorite characters back on the screen. In this week's chapter, fans got to see quite a lot of Sukuna as well as Yuji, the protagonist of the series. Sukuna finally acknowledged him, at least in terms of his indomitable will, something that he was hesitant to do at the beginning of their showdown. However, that wasn't the only interesting thing that happened in this week's chapter. Towards the end of the incredible chapter that we got to witness, Yuta, one of the strongest sorcerers of the next generation, showed up in front of Sukuna, along with Rika, the cursed spirit that he has by his side all the time. Now, an incredible confrontation between the Queen of Curses and the King of Curses is on the cards, and fans absolutely cannot wait to see how this amazing battle plays out. In JJK Chapter 248, fans got to see quite a lot of exciting things. For one, Higuruma was confirmed to have perished in the chapter. However, the story did take an interesting turn when Yui was revealed to be a teleportation technique user. He used his ability to take the injured away from the battlefield. Hiromi Higuruma was teleported away, and in the same manner, it was also revealed that Gojo's body was taken away as well. This also opens the door for their return in the story later down the line, thanks to Shoko and her usage of reverse cursed technique. The most intriguing part of the chapter came when Sukuna finally acknowledged Yuji and mentioned that his indomitable will was making him reconsider the way he looked at life itself. When the battle between Yuji and Sukuna was about to begin, that was exactly where Yuta made his entry. Sukuna was attacked by a very powerful strike by Yuta, and the entire surrounding area was crushed due to the immense amount of cursed energy that Yuta was displaying. These two characters ended up clashing immediately after coming face to face. Yuta used his cursed tool to block a very powerful cursed energy-empowered strike by Sukuna, and now, we are already aware of the fact that this battle has already begun. Yuta isn't alone, however. We already know that wherever Yuta goes, Rika does as well. The Queen of Curses is by his side right now as well, and fans are incredibly excited to see these two characters come face to face for the very first time. With Yuta joining the battle against Sukuna, it has now been confirmed in the story that Kenjaku has officially died. Had Kenjaku lived, Yuta would certainly not have been fighting against Sukuna right now. Furthermore, what solidifies Kenjaku's death is the fact that the one in charge of the merger is now Sukuna. Kenjaku's character serves absolutely no purpose now, and it has all come down to Sukuna, who is now the ultimate target. As such, Yuta and Rika have a task of paramount importance in front of them. When it comes to the King of Curses, fans know Sukuna to be incredibly overpowered. He is the strongest sorcerer in the history of the story, and one that is very hard for anyone to take on in combat. Gojo, the strongest modern sorcerer, did his utmost best against him, and, despite that, he ended up losing. That is not to say that Gojo was significantly weaker than Sukuna. In fact, he pushed him into a corner and could even have killed him had the winds of fate blown in his favor. Unfortunately, the author needed Sukuna alive, and, because of that, Gojo ended up losing his life. However, what Gojo's defeat proves is that Sukuna is, at the moment, the strongest in the entire series. He has a powerful domain expansion, and his cursed technique, the true extent of which isn't even known at the moment, is nothing short of extraordinary. All the techniques that he utilizes in combat are magnificent. To add to that, his reverse curse technique is of a very high caliber as well, and fans absolutely cannot wait to see what else he has in store for them. Taking all things into consideration, Sukuna is going to be a handful for Yuta and Rika in this battle, and he is the clear favorite to win this clash, thanks to the incredible strength that he has built up over the years. When it comes to Rika, we know her to be a former vengeful spirit that was created by Yuta himself. Rika possesses insurmountable amounts of cursed energy. Even though Rika's cursed spirit passed peacefully at the end of JJK0, Yuta still maintains a connection with her and can summon her to fight with him. Yuta's bond of love remains to this day, and they will continue to fight to the best of their abilities against any enemy together. Yuta Okatsu is already very strong, and when Rita fights by his side, she not only aids in combat by herself, but she also provides Yuta with bottomless pits of cursed energy, as well as weapon storage. Furthermore, it also appears that Yuta's curse technique, Appi, is somehow tied to her in terms of fulfilling the stipulations for it to work. Aside from working alongside Yuta, the Queen of Curses is incredibly powerful on her own. In fact, according to Geto, if he had access to the Queen of Curses, he would be absolutely unstoppable and could have fulfilled his goal of erasing all non-sorcerers entirely. In fact, we haven't even seen the full potential that Rika possesses in the story, and her fight against Sukuna is clearly going to be the stage for her to showcase what she is truly capable of, all the while providing aid to Yuta as well. There is absolutely no doubting the fact that the King versus the Queen of Curses is going to be an incredible fight. However, when it comes to a clear favorite in this class, it is none other than Sukuna himself. While the Queen of Curses, as well as Yuta, are both very powerful, the author himself has confirmed that Sukuna is stronger than Rika. Furthermore, it would make little narrative sense for Sukuna to fall to Yuta and Rika while Yuji is still standing. For the plot to move forward, Sukuna will have to win this fight one way or another, and unfortunately, that means that Rika and Yuta cannot win this battle, at least not by themselves. That said, we can rest assured that they will put on an incredible performance against Sukuna and showcase why they are some of the brightest individuals for the next generation of JJK sorcery. While Sukuna is in his true form, he is now going to face the wrath of a very powerful sorcerer and be pushed to his extreme limits. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share for more. Thanks you all, meet you in another video.